It's no accident that you've made it this far. In fact, this was part of my plan all along. It's time that I tell you something that you've probably suspected, but never quite got around to admitting. If you're watching this video, then there is absolutely no doubt that I've manifested you right here, right now, to receive this message. What I'm about to share with you is an answer to a question that has been eating away at your curiosity for so long, you've already forgotten what it was. Language is magic, and the most potent dreams begin as seeds, words planted deep within your subconscious mind, like Hansel and Gretel dropping candy in the forest to find their way home. You too are seeking to hear the words that will lead you to your dream manifested. And there's something inside you, some inner compass, some part of you that remembers what home feels like. And you follow it. You follow where it leads, and you pick up the words that remind you of home. And you keep those words in your basket. You've been following this compass for a long time now. Sometimes it's a bit scary, not knowing where you're going. But the excitement of getting closer and closer makes it all worth it. And you are close. You can feel it. Like an invisible sunrise at a frozen beach. You can feel the heat melting away all doubt, dissolving the fears you've collected along the way. You're remembering why you started this journey in the first place. You're remembering why you follow that compass. You're remembering all the words that inspired you to step outside the box. All the words that gave you the strength and the courage to be different from everyone else. The words that gave you the colors to paint yourself in your own image. It's no accident that you've made it this far. All the struggles you've made it through. Remember them. Remember how you still managed to make it work. Remember that no matter what happened, you never gave up your journey. You're still on the path. You might have stumbled, maybe even fallen a time or two, but you're here today. It's no accident that you've made it this far. In fact, this was part of the plan all along. So what about that question that you've forgotten? Do you remember? Like an amazing dream during a deep sleep, it left an impact you never forgot. And just like a dream, the details have seemed to dissolve when you opened your eyes to get ready for the daily grind. But a question like this doesn't give up so easily. It's the reason you keep searching. Searching for answers to a question that teases you from behind the veil of consciousness. I've discovered something incredible, something pretty amazing about this question. And it's this. I realized that this question really isn't even mine. I'll explain. A mentor once told me that our lives are a lot like knights on a mission. The king has an order to maintain across his kingdom. And like most kings, he's busy with king stuff. So he sends his knights out from the castle into the kingdom to maintain order. The most skilled knights receive the orders that might be too complex for the others. And when the knights go out into the kingdom, they maintain order on behalf of the king. They move with the authority of the king himself. And he told me that everything the knights do, the people remember. And if the knight is benevolent, the people remember, and they treat the next knight with honor. And if the knight is cruel, the people remember, and they treat the next knight who comes in with disrespect. He told me that you and I are the king. The king who gives the mission to the knight. To be more precise, a part of us is actually the king, and another part of us is the knight. And the kingdom that we find ourselves in is our tangible world, which, magically speaking, is also a part of us. The same thing that guides the knight through his mission is the same thing that guides Hansel and Gretel to leave a trail of clues throughout the forest behind them. It is this compass that continues to give you the strength to press forward. Magic is a fascinating dance, a blend of art and science. It's about recognizing and understanding the rhythmic patterns of nature, patterns that loop, intertwine, and manifest our reality. And when we take the time to comprehend these patterns, we give ourselves the chance to interact with them, to influence them, and sometimes we can create extraordinary results. The king's job is to maintain balance and harmony within his kingdom. His job is to make sure that everyone and everything is in place to perform their duties. This keeps the system flowing smoothly. This world, this reality of energy, is a balanced ecosystem. It is a complete system. In fact, nothing is added to the system or subtracted from the system without consequence. And this is where the secret is revealed. You and I are not very obedient knights. We don't simply follow orders. We've gone rogue. We've made the decision to act of our own free will. And we have disrupted the harmony. This is why we are not comfortable with how things are. This is why we continually seek to change and transform the world around us. And it's happening. It seems as if we're getting better and better at it. And other days it just seems like a fantasy. Well, I'm here to plant this seed. And what you do with it from this point is entirely up to you. Imagine the ocean in its impossibly deep magnitude. When I mention a perfect ecosystem, this is what I'm referring to. There's relatively not much we can add or subtract to its overwhelming mass. However, it is constantly flowing and constantly shifting. And if we take a basketball and force it down as deep as possible, the displacement of the water will force the ball right back up. The water represents our reality, balanced, harmonious, with a certain volume. But when you introduce that ball, your will, your desire, the water's harmony is disturbed. And as you release the ball, it thrusts upward, breaking the water's surface. This is the essence of magic. A displacement of reality's harmony, a ripple caused by your will, by your desire. It's about utilizing your intention to charge this disruption, guiding it skillfully until reality corrects itself. Only now, it's realigned to your desired outcome. The world of energy is a balanced ecosystem with nothing added or subtracted at any point. Our will, our desire can be like the basketball, used to force into an abstract space. Our will can displace the harmony of reality. Nature abhors a vacuum. This displacement can be charged with will and intention, and when skillfully done, the resulting balance will arrive with our desire manifested. So how exactly do we disrupt the patterns of reality in order to plant our seeds of influence? The answer is very simple. Altered states of consciousness, trance, and gnosis. This is the basis and foundation of every ritual, every grimoire, and every active spiritual process. It's what you've been doing all along, even if you've been doing it sporadically and chaotically. Each and every time you enter into trance, you displace reality and plant the seeds of the future. Now that you're here, standing on the brink of this revelation, it's evident that you're not here by accident. Each struggle, each stumble, and each triumph has been a step in this journey. Your journey, the knight's quest, the candy in the forest, the dance of magic. Your kingdom, your reality, awaits your command. This fascinating dance of magic is your art, it's your science. It's about recognizing and understanding the rhythmic patterns of nature. It's about becoming the disruptive force, the rogue knight acting on free will, causing ripples that transform your reality, manifesting your desires. Remember that our reality, this energetic ecosystem, operates on a principle of balance. And like a basketball forced underwater, your will and desire can disrupt this balance. And when it's done right, the resulting rebalance aligns with your desires and aligns with your visions of the future. Therefore, I invite you to dive deeper. Embrace the night within. Listen to your internal compass and continue this journey with newfound wisdom. Remember, it's your kingdom, your reality. It's up to you to manifest your dreams and your desires. Make the decision to take the plunge, if you trust your compass. Nurture this seed and watch your kingdom flourish.
So you've made it this far. It's clear you're hungry to master the symphony of chaos, to decipher the silent whispers of the universe, to hold the reins of your reality firmly in your grasp. Well, I've got news for you. You're one decision away from the transformation you've been yearning for. This isn't about sitting on your couch hoping for some miracle. This isn't about wishing upon a star. Nah. This is about rolling up your sleeves and dancing with the cosmos itself. It's about plunging deep into the ocean of the unconscious, where the seeds of possibility lie dormant. It's about being the rogue knight, disrupting the harmony of the universe to plant your intentions. Are you ready to step into the arena of transformation? Are you ready to be the sculptor of your reality? Then it's time to join the Magus Society. Here, we don't just show you the door to the realms of magic and altered states of consciousness. We give you the keys and empower you to stride through it, head held high. You'll get more than just tips and tricks. You'll gain deep understanding of the underlying principles of chaos magic, the wisdom to navigate the altered states of consciousness, and the skills to induce trance at will. Remember, this is not a spectator sport. You're stepping into the driver's seat, ready to chart your own course. No more being a passive bystander in your own life. No more waiting for change. It's time to be the change. So are you ready to trade in your old life for the exhilarating thrill of being able to wield the forces of reality? Are you ready to be more than just another face in the crowd? To be a magus who shapes their own destiny? Well, the choice is yours. Join the Magus Society and step into your own power. Let's transform your mundane into magic together. Now, enough talk. It's time for action. After all, those who can, do. Those who can't, watch. So which one are you going to be?